This thing on? Yep, it's on. Hey guys and girls, it's your girl Green Fire Motivation, aka Judy Owens, and I am excited. Do you know why? I don't know why. I'm just excited all the time for like no reason at all. And so, yeah. So, Green Fire Motivation has a question for you as always. Have you ever gotten stuck in your success? Have you ever gotten stuck in your success? So, once again, this is your girl Green Fire Motivation, aka Judy Owens, and welcome to the Green Fire Motivation channel. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back and supporting the channel. By all means, at this time, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That way, every time I load a video, you'll get the notification. Hit the bell. That way you can get all the notifications and not just some of them. And by all means, leave some comments at the bottom so we can get some conversation started. For those of you who've been following me, I do have a Green Fire Motivation community on Facebook where we can discuss the videos. So if you would like to be a part of the community, go ahead and send a request to Green Fire Motivation Community on Facebook and we can talk about the videos. Da 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 da. Okay, so back to the question. Have you ever gotten stuck in success? Okay, so I don't know what you were thinking when you first heard the question, stuck in success. So somebody was probably like, what do you mean stuck in success? That makes no sense. Okay, well, let me explain it to you. But first, I'm going to go ahead and take it down a bit because you guys know that I have an amazing amount of energy. And so a lot of times it's just hitting you left and right during the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a chance to take a breath. Okay. So today's video is going to be a little bit different because all I'm going to do right now is talk to you. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you. And I realize that sometimes it's difficult to receive a message from a person if they've got too much going on with their tone, with their facial expressions, and all that good stuff. So I'm going to attempt to calm down the Green Fire Motivation energy and just talk to you about what's on my mind. Okay, so before we jump into the question, I am excited because tomorrow is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And as we celebrate the trailblazer of many different movements for Blacks, African Americans, Negroes, Coloreds, however you want to phrase it, I am actually going to be a part of that celebration. I have agreed to do a spoken word piece thanks to a reference from Alana Moorness Butterfly. I am going to be doing a spoken word piece at the Martin Luther King Jr. event in Goldsboro, North Carolina, which originally was supposed to be an in-person event, but because of COVID and Omicron, they've decided to stream it live on Facebook. Whew. So I'm really excited. At one point I was nervous, but I think the nervousness has worn off because I feel prepared for the event. This is actually the first time ever that I've actually memorized an original piece written by me. And now I'm actually going to have a chance to recite it at the Martin Luther King Jr. event tomorrow. And it's going to be on Facebook live at 12 p.m. tomorrow. So anybody who's anybody, anyone who tunes in will be able to witness me, giving this spoken word piece. And while the spoken word piece is not that long, I think it's effective. And it definitely goes along with the theme of the event, which I'm not going to say what the theme is. If you want to know what the theme is, you got to come to the event. So anybody who's my friend on Facebook or aka, hey, Green Fire Motivation is the community on Facebook, and Judy Owens is my Facebook name. So just basically look for my name with this face. Okay, so once again, I am very excited. And one of the reasons why I'm excited is it actually ties into the topic tonight. have you ever been stuck in your success? Okay, so let's get into that. Stuck in your success. Stuck and success aren't necessarily two words that you would feel fit in the same sentence. Stuck means you're not moving, whereas success means you've accomplished something. Okay, so the reason why I asked that question, have you ever been stuck in your success, is because success is a process. You know, you achieve one goal, then you move on to the next. You achieve that goal, then you move on to the next. It's an evergreen word, right? It's an evergreen word. Success. You're always trying to achieve higher heights. Okay. So the reason why I say stuck in success is because sometimes once we achieve something, or when we feel like we've mastered something, and then when I say we, I'm including myself. Now, this may not apply to you, but if it doesn't, just swipe left so you can go to the next video, okay? But if you ever been stuck in your success, what that means is, for example, there's a 3-step process, okay? So you get to step 1 and you master that step. Then you get to step 2 and you master that step. But then you start looking at step 3 and you feel like it's too hard, or you're not prepared to go to that step yet. So instead of moving forward to step 3, you stay at step 2 and just keep repeating it and remastering the same step over and over and over again. I'm going to give that a second to sink in. Just think about that for a second. A 3-step process. You master step 1, you mastered step 2, but you think step 3 is too hard, so you stay stuck on step 2. Right. So you see what I mean when I say stuck in success? So if you've had success in step 1 and success in step 2, but then you feel like step 3 is too hard, now you don't want to move forward. You just want to get comfortable with step 2 so that you won't have to face the difficulty or the challenges of step 3. That part. Now, hopefully you're still with me. If you're still with me, type in there. I've been there. Type in the comments if you know exactly what I'm talking about. I've been there. Type them down there. I've been there. I've been there. I've been there. You've been there. And once again, if you haven't, swipe left. Okay, so I experienced being stuck on step number 2 of the process. Okay, so when I say that, I mean, and that's the reason why I say it ties into the spoken word piece that I'm doing. So I've been writing spoken word pieces for years. 4 years. That's step 1. For years. Okay, I've got a book this thick of spoken word pieces. How many years? This is the first time I've ever memorized a piece. The first time. And I'm talking about decades that I've been writing, and never did I move to step 2 of memorizing the piece. Whew. And I mean, to be honest, the only person holding myself back was me. I can't blame anybody else. The books have been right in front of me the whole time. The books have been right in front of me the whole time. And so I've been writing. I've got all these great ideas. But because I've mastered the writing part, and when I say mastered, I don't mean I'm perfect at it. I just mean I'm doing so much better now than I've ever done before, because of course this is the most years that I've ever done writing. So I've mastered the writing part. That's step 1. Step number 2 is to memorize it. So what happened? So for me, this is the process, right? Write the spoken word piece is step 1. Step 2 is to memorize the spoken word piece. And step 3 is to recite the spoken word piece. Okay, so I've been stuck on step 1. Step 1. Been stuck on step 1 for decades. Yeah. And what did it take? I'm just going to be completely honest. What did it take for me to realize that I needed to memorize this piece? I'll tell you what it took. It took me being put in front of a lot of people. That's what it took. It took me being put in front of a lot of people. and not wanting to stand on the stage and read from a sheet of paper. That's what it took. It took me being pushed. I had to be pushed out of my comfort zone in order to move to step 2. Now, I'll put it to you this way. There are many people who, do spoken word pieces and they have them memorized and they're professionals at it and all this stuff. Me, I'm still honing my craft. But that's the reason why I say, have you ever been stuck in success? See, I've been successful at writing the pieces. So I've been successfully stuck. Somebody type down in the comment, successfully stuck on step number 1. Stuck in success. And to be honest, I can actually equate that to a couple of different parts of my life. Trust me. And to be honest, as much as I want to be completely vulnerable with you, okay, Alana. As much as there are several things, that I've actually been stuck in doing. And matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. So one of the things that I've been stuck at is I've been stuck with staring at a cell phone. I have been stuck with staring at a cell phone. I confess that I have been hiding behind a YouTube video. And unfortunately, because I'm being pushed, I say unfortunately, but really it's fortunately, because I'm being pushed in one area, now I'm pushing myself in other areas. So you guys just stay tuned, because I'm actually looking forward to not only doing YouTube videos, I'm looking forward to doing live videos on Facebook. I'm looking forward to doing live videos on TikTok. I'm looking forward to doing, I don't even know how Tweet works. I just signed up for it. But it's my intention to be able to get in front of people live as opposed to just staring at the camera. It has become easy for me to sit here and talk to a camera knowing that nobody's looking back at me, judging me, thinking about, oh my goodness, what's wrong with her hair? Oh my goodness, she's got a pimple on her forehead. Oh my goodness, what's that in the background? Just saying, yeah. So those are the things that have been deterring me or keeping me on step 1 in the process of recording my YouTube videos as opposed to going live. And so, once again, I'm pushing. And, whatever part of success you're stuck at, I'm challenging you. Green Fire Motivation is challenging you to get unstuck. Get unstuck. Refuse to be successfully stuck. Okay? If you know there's a process you're trying to get to, then you may need to go about it a different way. Maybe you need to choose a different process, but if you've mastered step 1, then you need to find a way to master step 2. And once you master step 2, you need to master step 3. You need to master every step all the way to completion. Master every step all the way to completion. So for me, my step number 2 is to memorize my pieces. So I'm going to be repeating those steps. The first step is to write the piece. The second step is to memorize the piece. And the third step is to write the piece. So I'm pushing myself. And I know there's, plenty of spoken word artists and writers, authors, speakers, that are watching this video right now. And I'm, as Green Fire Motivation, challenging you to complete every step in the process. Don't stay stuck in one step. And once you complete the process, then what? You move on to the next process. Constantly moving higher, constantly having accomplishments, constantly having success on top of success, on top of success multiplied. Do not get stuck. And if you are stuck, on success, this is what you should do. This is what Green Fire Motivation is suggesting that you do. If you are stuck on success, okay? If you're stuck on step number 2 and you're trying to get to step 3, but step 3 is too hard, so you're getting comfortable with step number 2, this is what I want you to do. I want you to dive into step 3 head first. Head first. Don't even hold out your arms. Just dive head first. Meet your challenges head on. You might not be successful the first time. You might not be successful the second time. But I tell you what, if you keep taking that fire and putting it to that wall, drywall, eventually the wall is going to light on fire and the wall's going to fall down. Okay? This is what you should do. Jump in head first. Meet your challenges head on. Not having success the first time you try that step is not failure. It's, I tried it this way, now let me try it a different way. But never stop trying. Meet your challenges head on. Hey guys, I'm only telling you, as I'm learning, Green Fire Motivation, green means go. I'm learning to embody that statement. Green means go. I can no longer sit here and tell you guys to do things that I'm not doing because I don't feel it's right. I don't feel it's right. If I'm telling you that this is the best way to do something and I'm not doing it, that makes me a hypocrite. And I don't want to be a hypocrite. Now, when I first started doing these videos, I probably was a hypocrite because a lot of the things that I was saying, they were great ideas. But what was happening, I was stuck on success. So I would have the great idea, but implementing it was my issue. And so that's why way back when I did this video called, oh Lord, what was the name of that video? Where I was like, just go already. Just go already. Just go. Just go. Like the Nike check says, just do it. So, once again, the question was, have you ever been stuck in success? And if you have ever been stuck in success, these are my words to you. These are Green Fire Motivation's words to you. Jump into the next step head first. Meet your challenge head on. Because if you stay where you are, you're not going to complete that process. You're just going to keep spinning your wheels in the mud, going nowhere, stuck in success. So, happy Sunday, everybody. If you like this video, by all means, hit the like button. Leave comments on your thoughts. Let me know if you've ever been stuck in success, what methods you use to get out of them, out of the being stuck. So once again, this is your girl, Green Fire Motivation, aka Judy Owens. Once again, today, it was just a day to talk to you guys. And I pray that something that I've said has helped you to get unstuck in success. Bye.